Just arriving at Sanctuary Mountain Visitor Centre to pick up my tickets. It's a pretty beautiful view of where landscape meets forest. This sanctuary is an absolute oasis where all of the introduced predators, such as rats, stoats, weasels and possums, have been eradicated and all of the birds have been reintroduced. So, just arriving at Sanctuary Mountain, and the first thing you notice is the excluder fence. Excluder fence does sound like there's an epic party happening in there. I'm just not invited, but I'm going in anyway. It's about 6 feet tall with a very funky lip above it, so nothing can jump vertically up without getting a nasty knock on the head. And the gaps between the fencing has actually been scientifically analysed so that not even mice can get through. So it's actually quite a lot of research going into this. Straight through the gate of Sanctuary Mountain, and we come across this little mayfly guy. And it's quite interesting because they only live for about 1 day. I don't even think they have mouth parts to eat. So his entire life from this point on is to find a girl, but he's spending it with me. Mayfly friendships aside, to find birds you first need to get high. Finally got up to the top of the tower, and surprisingly wobbly up here. I don't know how you're supposed to get 20 people up here. But yeah, it's pretty nice, quiet. I think we may have come on a bit of a bad day for birds, seeing as it's sort of dark and looming, and quite windy. But it's a nice view at least. But since when do I know anything about anything? Okay, there's a kaka, which is a type of parrot, up there, and there's also one just over there. Now, I've tried to get a few videos of him, but he's stationary and looks like a doll, a very blurry doll from a very great distance, because I'm using my phone. So, one of the guys I was just talking to earlier told me that this might actually work. So, I'm going to give it a go. He's supposed to bang this and make kaka noises, so... Ah! It's not working! Ah! It's looking at me like I'm insane. He's drinking the nectar out of the bottles. He's so cute. They're really intelligent, actually. Kaka. They're a parrot. One of 3 in New Zealand. So you have the kaka, the kea, and the kakapo. And this guy here is the one that can... there are 2 that can fly. The kakapo is the big fat one that can't. And just for everyone to know that my identification of birds doesn't suck, kaka. Signs are actually incredibly useful. Behind me here is a Rimu tree. It's about 1,000 years old, and it is extremely tall. I know it's 1,000 years, because the sign says it is. But one thing that no sign can tell you is what is around the next corner. Just sat down, and there's a little stitch bird over there, who's just come to drink at this feeding station. He's just gone. It's really small, but they have such a big voice for such a small bird. But sometimes, if the birds don't come to you and you can't go to them, then you have to cheat. I just, enraged a saddleback. He's just there. And, they're really territorial and very aggressive when, other males come into their territory. So if you play back the sound of them, like another bird, throughout the forest, they will come looking to absolutely murder your phone. So, yeah, he's just gone. I think I may be in trouble for that, but totally worth it. Wow. Just finishing up my awesome little adventure through Sanctuary Mountain. Wonderfully fun time. Saw some awesome birds. No kiwis, sadly. I mean, I saw people who were from New Zealand, but, you know, the bird. Yeah, this photo shows you what New Zealand used to be like, with all of its birds and none of its mammals, apart from some mice that I think they're still waging war against. Getting here is a minor issue. It's not very well signposted, like most things in New Zealand, but they have one big sign that points up the road that you're supposed to come to the actual visitor centre. So if you find that, you're alright. I wish Auckland was more like this place. Auckland.